Welcome everyone, I'm back with another show match, and this time it's again for sc2tv.ru, and it's the King of the Hill series. Dimaga won the first match last week against Abver. This time he's going to face Turuk, a Terran player, in a best of 9, starting on Aquilon Wastes. Please let me know if the sound is alright in the chat. And okay, I'm actually gonna set volume a little bit better. Turuk is a Terran player who comes from Russia. I believe he likes mech, but I haven't seen him play in a while. And this is a map that really favors turtling, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for some kind of slow tech, maybe mech, try to take a third, try to take a fourth, and then push out later on. He's going to be starting in the top left hand corner as the purple Terran. He's already starting to wall off here. His opponent, the very famous Dimaga, he does not play for Team NTW anymore. He's going to be starting as the red Zerg in the bottom right hand corner. And correct path for his overlord. I'm not sure on which corner on this map you should try to get as the Zerg overlord. Maybe here. Dimaga is actually going to drone scout here, maybe a bit afraid of the 2 barracks play. Turuk, like I said, he likes to, I feel like he usually likes macro games, but I have mostly PvT experience against him, maybe against Zerg he cheeses often. Dimaga going for the drone scout here surely has to be justified. And Dimaga is still going to go for the hatch first. Okay, we were able to spot there is a quick barracks here. You can just count the amount of SCVs here and know there most likely is not a 2 barracks play, at least not 11-11. And Turuk is going to do some scouting himself here in a second. Pool at 17, so I guess since Dimaga scouts, it's pretty okay. I mean, even if Turuk was going for 2 barracks, this is still not the worst build that you could go for. The Turuk is going to go for the 1 Marine expand, the infamous gasless expand here. He wants to expand very early on. This map is very different than other maps, just in the way that you have such a wide ramp at the expansion and then you have these rocks. So if Turuk wants to wall here, it's going to take him forever. He's going to need a lot of depots here. And he's also going to have to keep in mind these rocks over there. Roaches attacks on this map, very deadly. And 2 gases for Turuk. He's going to follow this up with a factory, most likely. In the meantime, Dimaga just droning up for now. Just 1 gas has gone up, and he's going to want to add that quick speed. Where is this overlord going? Okay, it's taking the long way, and it's going to position itself behind the expansion. The 1 overlord here, just near the main factory, finally going down. We're going to see a reactor after 3 Marines by Turuk, which should line up pretty decently with his factory. Dimaga is in full droning mode right now. He's gone for the only 2 Zerglings, and he's doing a bit of running around. Wouldn't be surprised if he just claims those watchtowers and stay there, waiting to see any units leaving Turuk's base and headed his way. And Turuk, I'm actually curious exactly what he would go for here. Is he going to be mech? Is he going to be bio? Is he going to go for a Banshee? Could be almost anything. Dimaga. No, oh, there we go. Where is it? There it is. Roach Warren. So this could still be anything. I mean, he's droning up. Yeah, I don't see him saving lavas. So I think this is just standard macro here. He just wants to get a couple of roaches out to make sure he can creep spread and take a third pretty easily, not die to Hellions. I feel like he's sensing the Hellions. He has not even scouted any gases just yet. He probably knows Turuk very well here. And Turuk is actually going for some quick mines here. He's getting a medivac very quickly, and I think he's gonna look to drop some of those mines. Dimaga made a couple zerglings already. He has 3 roaches on the way, and actually it would be cool if he made burrow. I think he has the gas certainly. Okay, never mind, he just spent it. He made a whole couple of roaches. He's gonna go up to at least around 10 roaches. He has a couple of zerglings. He's now finally attacking, and he's on 2 gases. He's adding 1 more, so I still don't feel like Dimaga really wants to attack with it, but I don't know, he made so many roaches. And second factory is going to go down, so I was right. Turuk still lacks his mech. He's gone for the 3rd command center before adding on extra factories here. He's gonna go for the tech lab on his starport, but he might just swap this out with the factory here. And where'd the medivac go? Oh, it's in the main. I'm sorry, I missed this for a second. Turuk trying to do some damage here, but Dimaga is well in position to defend against this. And this is not going to inflict any damage. Oh, he's gonna have to burrow those. One of those, actually this one does not die on time. So those 2 mines are gonna do quite some damage here. Dimaga, he has to make a spore here. You can make, oh actually no, never mind. He just finished lair. He's gonna be able to make an overseer on time. Better fly it quickly over there. And he's gonna be able to get rid of those mines here. And 2 armories here for Turuk. So I think he's just gonna wanna sit back, make a lot of tanks, a lot of mech units, and then attack later on. But Dimaga is not gonna have any of it. He wants to counter-attack. He has taken some economical damage. He's gonna make a lot of units now, and he's gonna try to deal some himself. He's on 35 drones to 45 SCVs. The army supply is 72 for Dimaga against 27 for Turuk. Dimaga has detection. He's gonna wanna end it now. He perfectly guessed that his opponent went for a 3rd command center, so he wants to punish this. Oh, and actually those mines are just going to detonate against just a couple of zerglings here, and Dimaga is getting in there right now. He's killing everything. Turuk, his mines are on cooldown. He has no units left, and he's gonna lose a ton of SCV and maybe the game here. Dimaga dealing just so much damage. 1 tank is in position. He's gonna start dealing damage to those units, but oh, he might get taken out. Turuk repairing very nicely here. Oh, and can Turuk hold this really? The 2nd tank is joining the fight now. Oh, he has to repair. He didn't use auto repair for those SCVs. Finally, he's repairing. And I think Turuk is holding slowly, but he's taken some losses. He's already lost 16 workers. We got more units streaming in right now for Dimaga. And Turuk, I mean, he's gonna have to get way more units if he wants to hold this very comfortably. Those mines still have not been killed. Dimaga only kept 1 overseer back in his base. For defense, he did not bring 1 with his army here, and those mines are going to detonate here. Oh, nice dodge. Battle Hellions, actually Hellbats, are going to join the fight now, and Turuk should be able to get rid of all of those roaches, and he's still going to be alive in this game. I was afraid here for a second for him, but a nice defense. Having siege as the tanks come out really helps, and Turuk, he started 1-1 already. He's feeling confident that he's held this, and that he's going to be alright from there. Like I said, this map, really one of the better maps to kind of turtle, sit back, take a 3rd, take a 4th. Dimaga, in the meantime, he's going back into the droning mode. He's taking a 3rd base. He's going to go for tunneling claws. He's getting burrow as well. Okay, 3 evolution chambers. What is going on here? He wants to get a lot of upgrades. Turuk is going to scan the main of Dimaga, but not going to see anything too relevant. And he's going to start up with his wall again. The 3rd orbital command is already up. He should be flying it in a second to his 3rd base. Nice use of the burrow by Dimaga here. And Dimaga is just going to start making spines in each of his bases to be able to defend. Actually, just in the 3rd, most likely for now. But later on, I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets some kind of defense set up everywhere. Oh, I should fix this. Only 2 on this one geyser. And yeah, he's going for the 4th hatch here. He's going to take the gases in advance. Make sure he can start mining from those as soon as possible. A bit misplaced Zergling here, but I guess since there is a creep, does not really matter. And well, nice trap here. Couple of roaches burrowed, ready to intercept something moving out of the base of Turuk. Turuk has no intention of moving out anytime soon. He started 2-2 just now for his mech. He's gonna throw down a force command center, and yeah, he's just gonna lock himself in for now with those siege tanks all around the place. And how many factories? He's up to 5 factories. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to up to 7 here in a second, which is a standard number on 3 bases. Dimaga in the meantime is expanding everywhere, and we have a Viking here sniping one of those overlords. Dimaga already going for tier 3 actually. He's going for pathogen glands, so he's going to be adding on infestors. And I'm not sure what this is going to be exactly. He's getting a Spire as well. Dimaga is getting a little bit of everything right now. We might see some Ultra play. I thought, okay, there it is. So he's actually made a Hydralisk Den as well, and he's getting muscular augments already. Maybe a lot of Hydralisks and Vipers, and later on some Ultralisks. I'm not sure at all how Zerg deals with mech. I have to say I've seen a couple of games of Zerg playing against mech, and Vipers looked really strong. And we're gonna have a Hellbat drop here by Turuk. In the meantime, he's macroing pretty well. Oh, another command center. He's getting so many of those. So he already has such a great economy. Even though he has only 66 SCVs, he can keep on spamming those mules. And he's looking to take one more base right now. And in the meantime, gonna be using that Medivac boost to drop those Hellbats really quickly in the middle line of his opponents. Dimaga has started Adrenal Glands. He has 3 roaches in position in the main, but he's gonna have to come back very quickly to defend against this, or he might lose a lot of SCVs. Medivac boost being used as those Hellbats are dropped in the main of Dimaga. Dimaga burrows his drones, and we actually have, okay, there we go. We're gonna have a scan here by Turuk, and oh my god, that queen is going to town on this Medivac, going to be able to get rid of it. And a couple more walkers were killed, but not that many really. Dimaga, I think he really wants to attack right now, but against these tanks and this kind of concave that the Terran will have here, you can't just attack like that. So Dimaga, he has to take his time. He has to be patient here. He's gonna catch a couple units here out of position, trying to get rid of the burrowed units. Very nicely done by Dimaga. He really has to delay the force base of the Terran as much as he can here, and that's exactly what he's doing. You see this base, he's not gonna need a defense here unless he's attacked by the main army. And we have a couple of Vipers here on the way. Dimaga is getting a lot of upgrades right now. And I have to say, I like his position in this game. He did not look good at the start. He did a rush that did not work, even though he did some damage. He has 2 Spires up already. Look at this. All the production facilities, all the very important ones, are in the expansion next to each other, easier to defend. And Vipers, interesting. They're going to be leeching some life out of those buildings to gain some energy. Consume, and he's gonna wanna get them up to a lot of energy here before he moves in. Oh, he has to be careful taking some huge shot here, but thank God he has tunneling class and he's gonna be able to regenerate those hit points. But actually Dimaga looks like he's really behind our upgrades. Turuk just started 3-3. Dimaga is about to finish 2-2. Oh, he has to be careful not to engage here. He has to pull back. Those units are chasing him right now. We have a couple of Hellbats, couple of Hellions, and a lot of tanks. 1 lone Thor for Turuk. Finally, Turuk is adding on a lot more starports here. He's already anticipating the Broodlord switch, maybe. He's going to try to get in position here to deal a lot of damage. Dimaga is ready for that. He's trying to trade cost effectively with those units, and that's exactly what he does. In the meantime, he's being on Ultralisks and Vipers. Dimaga see that Turuk is knocking on his door right now. He's gonna go in for the kill. Did he not? Okay, finally, Blinding Cloud being used on those tanks. They're going to be melee, but they are still going to crush those Hydralisks for a second. And oh my god, Dimaga is moving in right now. Nice fungal on those tanks. Dimaga is going to be able to repel this. Behind this, he's going to have some great tech. He can just make Broodlords. Start making Broodlords now. He has 2 spires to upgrade from. Those 3 evolution chambers are going to complete 333. And I feel like Turuk, he had to do much more damage than he did here. He did not do any damage to the economy of Dimaga. He did not try to do any drop while doing this frontal attack. And Dimaga is just moving in for the kill right now, at least trying to deal a lot of damage. He's going to attack into those tanks. And those Ultras died almost immediately. But those Roaches and Hydralisks are actually doing very good against those tanks. It looks like Dimaga is going to be able to get rid of all of those tanks. Very nicely done. Got a barrack over here, trying to spot whatever might come for the 3rd base. And Turuk, he has a 4th base, he's spamming it with mules, but he's lost so many units. The units lost at 14,000 to 13,000. The problem is, the Terran is on 4 bases. Dimaga, he's not on 4 bases, he's on 5 bases. He has a 6th that just finished, and he's just saturated his bases very well from the start, so they're going to take longer time to be depleted. He's actually upgrading really well this game, I have to say, even from his spires. Always chaining those upgrades, never missing anything. Couple Hellions here trying to kill some drones, but thanks to the 5 spines actually, Dimaga able to defend very easily. And Turuk, he has an easy 4th on this map, but he does not have an easy 5th. He has to go all the way over here to take a 5th, or here, which is pretty far. And that's definitely how Zergs have been playing. They try to deny the 5th base of their opponents on this map, even the 4th sometimes. But I guess in this situation he could not really, since if there had been tanks here, he would not have been able to move on to this base. And lots of Vikings are gonna start being made here, I feel. He's actually got 2 reactors, or 3 reactors on his starports. 1 tech lab, he's getting a couple Raven as well. Hunter Seeker Missile, always very important against Broodlords or in the late game in this matchup. And well, all these drones gone. Dimaga is actually transferring a lot of drones here. Okay, he's gonna make a bunch of spines, 1 spore at this 1 base. He's taking another base again. And actually, okay, he's up to 80, about 80 drones. He just made all of these spines, so he lost a couple. But Dimaga's saturation has been just so good this game. I'm surprised he does not try to kill those rocks here. Guess he doesn't know there is no units in position. Dimaga is gonna move in now. He's gonna try to deal as much damage as he can to those tanks and this mech army of Turuk. I'm surprised he does not use any infested Terrans. But Turuk has to land all of his Vikings here to deal with this. And it looks like Turuk is gonna be able to hold comfortably here, but Dimaga has traded not too poorly against what Turuk had, I feel. But Turuk, he's actually got the much better hand of this. I mean, right now, he's on 174 supply, Dimaga is on 124. You should almost never attack into siege tank like this. You should always wait for Terran to move out. Dimaga should have been trying to slow down the expansion here, and he did not. This 1 roach was out of position, and now Dimaga finds himself in a not so great situation. He's gonna have to spend a lot of his bank to remax. Oh, he's actually going for 26 mutas here. He's gonna try to take on those Vikings. I think he noticed there was no Thors, but oh my god, there's so many Vikings. The Vikings share the same plating upgrade as the tanks, so they already have 3 armor upgrades. This is going to be huge, since he has so many of them already. Oh, he might get fungal here. No, Dimaga not paying attention, only throwing in a very late fungal. Those mutas are going to move in onto those Vikings right now. There is no Thor, and Turuk is losing a lot of units. I feel like Dimaga, it was the right choice here. He's going to be able to get rid of all those Vikings immediately. He's going to go for those tanks right after Turuk realizes that he cannot save those tanks. He's going to try to trade as well as possible before they do die, and he's going to move in on to this base over here. Oh, the Muta is going to be able to save it. We have a couple spines being able to tank some damage for some time here, and behind this Dimaga keeps on making Mutas. He knows that even if Turuk goes for a couple Thors and really tries to hold this Dimaga, will have a lot of room where he can move around and deal damage to the bases of Turuk, exploiting the lack of mobility of those mutas. Oh my god, Turuk does not mess around with the saturation, and he's gonna need a lot more turrets than just one if he wants to be able to keep this base. Dimaga was not even aware of this base, he was just checking to make sure. I think he probably had an idea that it might be here since this roach had moved. Yeah, Dimaga being able to get rid of this one base here. And Turuk, economically right now, is a wreck. He has no minerals left in his expansion. He has a couple patches left in his third base. His fourth base has quite some minerals, but compared to Dimaga, I mean, Dimaga got his brand new base. He's gonna retake this one. He has this one over there that's got a lot of minerals as well. This one's got a couple. Even his natural still has a couple of minerals, and even his third. So I felt like Dimaga is in a great place. Drop Hellbat again in the third base of Dimaga, trying to fry a couple drones here. We're up to 36 walkers killed for Turuk, and he tries to retake this one base, but Dimaga is going to say no to this. His mutas flying and killed command center. Oh my god, these Dimaga's upgrades are so good this game. He's 3-2 on air units, and I wouldn't be surprised if he adds on a couple Broodlords here maybe in a second. He's actually got those Vikings quite outnumbered, but he chooses to move in with just mutas here. He's gonna have to magic box if he does not want to get owned by those Thors. Oh my god, nice Thor shots, but oh wow, Turuk, it actually looks like he's gonna hold here. I think it's pretty hard to magic box 4 Thors. Dimaga is just flying around. He's gonna get one last Thor and he's gonna try to get out of here. He traded not too badly, but I mean, mutas at this stage in the game against 3-3 mech and that many Vikings, you're never gonna win the fight. So Dimaga is pulling back right now. He's going into 7 Ultralisks, 6 Hydralisks and 4 Infestors, and Turuk might choose to attack. If he snipes this base again, manage to retake this one, he might have a shot here. He's really hesitating right now. He really lacks vision too. He's able to claim, okay, he just scanned somewhere. He's trying to scan the composition of Dimaga, and Dimaga almost walked in there. Turuk might have seen 1 or 2 Hydralisks. And a couple of Hellions here are gonna try for a run by, but oh, Turuk, I'm not sure this is the right choice here because he's very short on money, he's very short on units. He's gonna need to scan every single time he does those because Dimaga already has Burrow. And if I were him, I would have definitely saved those Hellions, transform them into Battle Hellions, and try to force a big fight before I run out of money. Nope, command center, this base is already taken, sorry. And I think Turuk is gonna wanna look to engage here. Oh, Dimaga is gonna move in with all of those ultras. Turuk sieges on time. He's gonna be able to deal a lot of damage to this army. Does Dimaga have enough? Oh, this is gonna be so close. It looks like Dimaga has enough right now. Even though Turuk, I feel like he sieged pretty well before the fight started. Turuk is actually able to kill those Ultralisks right now. Dimaga, he has 2 Ultralisks and even roaches on the way, but oh, this is just so close. The army supply very, very even still. 54 for Turuk, 70 for Dimaga, but a lot of the units are in the making right now, and Turuk, he had to pull back. He did not have enough to keep on pushing. He knew that Dimaga's economy was big enough to keep on making units, and he knew that he was too far behind to win in this game. Actually, he probably a little bit overestimated Dimaga's economy because it was not that good as we saw. Dimaga was pretty short on cash here at the end, but I guess Dimaga still had a pretty big edge. So GG is called. Guys, we're gonna have a short break and we'll be right back with the next game.